Live. Let's do it. Happy
Okay.
Saturday. We're here. We're live. How's it going? Silver Serpents.
It's going pretty well. How are you doing today, Khalilo?
Good, man. It's a good Saturday. Just had brunch with the wife, had some coffee, watching some YouTube, and then, chilling. You know, how was your week? Any cool pickups?
Nothing yet. With my last check, I paid off some orders and had them shipped out to me. So I'm hoping those will be in the next week or so. One should be in next Tuesday, and I'm not sure. Haven't received any tracking information from the other seller yet.
Yep.
But I don't know. He's got a lot of listings and stuff going on right now. So I figured after the weekend, I'll just hit him up and be like, hey, what's up?
Stacking with Craven. Good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping on board. Let's get you to blue. Boom. You're officially blue. Stacking with Craven. Why? Because we can. Let's see. So, what do we have? So we have that second angle camera
Mm-hmm.
to see any. I was hoping that you had some unboxings.
I've got a couple of mail call, like some letters I received. One I'm kind of curious about. I got it from Bottle Top Bandits, and
Mm,
it's actually kind of heavy. So I'm curious, like what was in there that he might have sent? Because I can't feel
hmm
anything through the envelope. But I've kind of been slacking on my content and needing to do a mail call video.
hmm Yeah, man. This. So, what do you think about the price movement this week? It's been kind of boring, huh?
It has been kind of boring, but I'm actually kind of happy that there was a little bit of stability.
hmm
Um, Hanging out about that $80 to $85. I'm hoping premiums might normalize because sometimes, and especially lately, premiums on retail silver has gone up after the price drop at the end of January.
Yep.
And so sometimes trying to take advantage and buying those dips, the spot price might be lower, but the premiums, kind of makes up the difference. So might not be saving that much.
Yeah.
As well as I guess even though we're having $4 and $5 swings, knowing, watching people bid on options and even in dollar increments, and then they'll bid up an item to 85, 88, $90, and then the next day the spot price will drop 3, 4, $5. And
Yeah.
so when they were just a few bucks over spot, now they're almost 10 over spot. And, you can't retract your bid. Um, so I've just kind of been sitting back a little bit, paying off my pre-orders. I picked up a little bit of constitutional silver last night. That'll probably be mailed out to me, if not over the weekend, probably early next week.
Yeah.
Just what did I get? $2.60 face, 8 quarters and 6 dimes.
hmm
So
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of feel like a snake, man. I had that big meal of that mega box, and now I'm just kind of sitting down and digesting it, letting everything process and settle out.
Yeah, man, that was a beauty, man. That was a fun unboxing, man. That was killer.
Mm-hmm.
Say it's like you saved it for a good time.
Yeah. I kept thinking, when am I going to do it? I need to do it. What should I do? How should I do it? And then it was like, okay, well, this gives me a great chance to get it out there all at once, get it open, look through everything, and then I can go back on my own time and make content featuring each item that I
Yeah.
quickly glanced over.
Wow. Stacking with Craven is coming with it, man. He's coming with the heat already. He said, question for you both. What's your favorite coin piece bar in your stacks?
Ooh.
Wow. I'll let you go first.
Okay. Um, that's a hard one because I like my stack is so diverse. Okay, let's see. Coin. Um, I don't know. I wasn't that in love with it when I bought it, but
hmm
I don't know. These Libertads are they're so unique. I must say the space hologram, as it's just so special. I wasn't that in love when I bought it, but I didn't disagree with the price. And after getting it in hand, it's so much better than the photos did um, for it. but my 2-ounce Perth lunar snake was my first coin, and that's still one of my favorites. Favorite piece. I guess it kind of changes. And then my favorite bar was probably this one I just got recently. Is a 5-ounce bar. And why am I blanking his name? Blue Collar Stacker. He in his stack evolution video, he picked up one of these probably about the same time I did, September, August-ish, 5-ounce bar. And I also have the same 1-ounce version to go with it too. So I forget my Perth lunar bars too. So I don't know, because these ones are really pretty. There's so much to go through. And that snake, I think, is just incredibly well done. Like, he's just chilling on the branch. The background isn't too busy. It's nice and frosty. It makes him stand out pretty good. And so, and it's a bullion bar, not a coin. So that's one might be one of my favorite bars. It's so realistic. It's not cartoony. The scales and everything is just very well executed. The design, the minting, phenomenal from the Perth Mint. So I think that's my pieces.
Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. Let's see. So, because Stacking with Craven is the one that asked, I'm gonna give him a chance to guess. So here, I'm gonna make the screen so you can see it. So, the two of my favorite pieces. One of them is a gold piece, and it's on the screen there. My first gold ever. And then my other favorite piece is also on the screen, and it's silver. So, tell me what you think. I'm gonna let Stacking with Craven do some guesses before I tell him what my favorite pieces are. But yeah, my favorite gold is clearly, it was my first gold ever. I've talked about it before. Yeah, and I still have it to this day. Putting the heat back on you. That's right. Yes, sir. Yeah, my favorite gold. And it was crazy because here's another hint. Once I got it, I had to get more. It's also on the screen. Yeah, so my number one favorite is the 50 pesos Centenario. Let me see if I can tell. Yeah, it's actually this one right here. That one right there. That's my first one ever. First one ever, 50 pesos. When I got it, yeah, it was like, once I had it in my hand, I'm like, wow. I'm like, I had it in my hand all day long. I walked around with it, and then I had to get more. Yep, ASE guy, the second one. Yep, the Silver Ninja Turtle. That's my other favorite. So for gold, my first 50 pesos is my absolute favorite. And as far as my silver pieces, that Raphael over there on the left-hand corner, made by FG, the homie. Yeah, FG Stacker.
I forgot my FG bars when I was bringing up favorite pieces because, you know, I don't know if he's on camera. I have to go back and forth. But Buckethead is like one of my favorite musicians. He's just been cranking out music like crazy, and he's done work with Les Claypool, Guns N' Roses, Serge Tankian from System of a Down, and a number of other artists. I'm actually going to see him at probably, I think it's April 13th, maybe May, I forget, but I mean, he's one of my favorite pieces, one of my favorite musicians, and this is just an incredible pour. I mean, these sag lines here in the back of the field, they really don't even touch that image. And he came out really, really great. Sorry to interrupt there. You said FG, and I'm like, oh my God, how could I forget the wizard?
Yeah, man, it's exciting. FG just makes amazing pieces, man. He just makes some amazing pieces. And so, yeah, I sent him some silver. He already did the unboxing and he already poured it and everything. So just waiting to get my second one. It's the Leonardo. Man, I can't wait. I'm so excited. That thing is crazy beautiful. He did such a good job on it. And I had to entice him. I actually sent him some deep stack silver, which, as you all know, I don't get rid of my deep stack ever. So I sent him one of my deep stack. Actually, I sent him my only half ounce 90s Libertad. It's the only one I have or had. So, and I know that FG appreciates world silver, so I'm like, he'll appreciate this for sure. So, Thousandaire is in the house. Thousandaire, click that link, good sir.
Yep.
Join us on screen, please.
Also, one of the pieces I sent him in the first trade for the Buckethead and the Alexi bar back here was a 1973 Liberty Silver round that I thought, he might appreciate, because I think he was doing his date run videos then a little bit more than the World Silver book late last summer. But his date run videos are really cool, where he brings up all the different world coins from the different years and sets them all out. Those are really cool to watch.
Yeah, man. He has some. He's very, very knowledgeable on the world silver. I was like, wow. I'm like, let me hook him up. So I sent him that Israeli one, and I was like, yeah, we gotta hook up the brother, up. What's up, Thousandaire?
Hey, what's happening?
Good to hear from you, man. How's your weekend?
Doing good. Nice and boring, just how I like it.
Yeah, that's good. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, it can go downhill pretty quick with me.
You working today?
Yeah, but I got some time off for a little bit, so I had to run some errands. So I figured, I saw you on here. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Silver Serpents reminded me. He's like, yo, we gonna do it? I'm like, let's go. I was actually thinking about taking today off because I got some things I got to take care of, but I was like, fuck it. It's all good. Let's do it.
Yeah.
What do you got going on that you got to do?
Oh, life stuff. I gotta go take care of some life stuff.
It can pile up.
It can. And with my busy work week, man, you know how it is. You just kind of, it piles up. And so I'm like, let me just put it off one more day.
I know where big bags of gold come from, man. It's not what people think. It comes from dirty fingernails.
I just saw earlier today one of your first videos of your 50 pesos. You're sitting with your coffee and you're like, oh, maybe I'll get some more every 6 months. Yeah.
It's on my mind, man. I'm not gonna poo-poo anybody's foresight into the future, but it's looking like there may be some opportunities coming up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when I saw that video, I was like, "What? How old is this?" And I think it said it was like 2 years old. I'm like, "Why is it just now popping up in my feed? Like, it's so funny."
Yeah, I catch an old video of mine now and then, and it enlightens me.
Yeah, I thought it was a new one. I was like, "Oh snap! He's got another 50 pesos." And then I saw the coffee thing. And you're like, "Oh, I'm thinking about getting these every 6 months." I'm like, "Oh snap! That must have been back in the day then."
Keep hodling. They'll be back.
Yeah, for sure. Faux show. What were you going to say, Silver Serpents?
Oh, I don't remember. If he was going to come back to Wednesday evening live streams, Thousandaire.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I should, because I pay for that StreamYard service. So I'm just trying to get, like Kalila said, things caught up.
Absolutely, I understand, and I hope you don't feel like I was stepping on your toes by throwing up a hump day hangout. These last 2 weeks, I noticed you weren't going live, and I thought, well, hey, if anybody wants to just jump on and shoot the breeze, then maybe kind of fills that niche.
I'm heavily offended.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. No, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate you looking out for me. No, I assume somebody would. I'm even thinking about maybe changing the time slot, maybe doing something more towards the mornings, and get that coffee crowd.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
While I'm at work, if it's in the morning.
Yeah, the morning is good. Shoot.
But I'd tune in.
I'm looking forward to getting back to treasures. I'm starting to get back into it.
Yeah. So, any new pickups? Any Sigma verification?
I got $10 Morgan, $60 a piece. They're all pretty cherry. They could have been clean, but I don't know. Like,
Mhm.
but they look really awesome. They're 1896, and yeah, they got very very high detail. Like even the cheek is like one of the raised areas on Liberty, I believe, and that's looking pretty good. So
Nice.
yeah, so no scratch. So maybe they weren't cleaned. I don't know.
So are you up to over 100 Morgans? I forget one day what you said, how many you had.
Oh, it's probably about 130 something right now. I have to recount them, but we're closing on 3 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
I just counted. I have 6 Morgans and one
Oh,
piece dollar.
you're stacking them. Cool. It could be a mistake, but it feels like fun to me, and I think it'll be all right. It's been all right so far, even if you could have done better with other things.
Oh yeah. I think the Morgans in peace, eventually after the melt and refineries get caught up with how much people are, selling off 90%, that especially the pre 21 Morgans will come back in demand. I mean, I've
Yeah,
been
especially
looking at them with silver at 85 an ounce. I'm like, if I could find Morgans at 55 or 60, I'd buy 2 or 3 of them. Um,
maybe I'll have to start. I'll have to start some kind of peer-to-peer network so I can start hooking up people close by. But I don't want to get too into it yet. Got so many things going on. It's so hard to keep up with it all.
oh yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah,
I got some pretty good sources.
nice, man. Heck yeah. Peer to peer, in my opinion, is always one of the best. Even if it's like a LCS or whoever dealer. Like I know a lot of online dealers and they just do some stuff behind the scenes. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'd rather do something like that, just me personally, because then I can avoid sales tax. Because if I go through an official business front like eBay or a website, then they collect that 9% automatically, on top of everything. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, I think that
Venmo.
Akusha Collectibles started out doing stuff like just in person, online, over the phone, and then now they have that storefront, and their
Yeah.
channel's starting to blow up. It's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. I think they have giveaways almost every video too.
Yep, every single video, and I think their 50K is what is it, St. Gaudens?
Yeah, a double eagle, St. Gaudens.
Yeah,
think.
man. I'm like, I want that. I want that one.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
he is. Pang, dang pang.
Bang.
With that roll of those 50 pesos.
Women of Silver, Liberty Bleeds. Is that you're talking about things like your Maryland bar? You said, oh, is it Cartier? Ooh, Justice Girls and Trivium Girls from the Golden State Mint. I've just got one of each of those.
Renee and me says, I don't collect constitutional with the idea of selling someday unless an emergency comes up. I plan on passing it down to our firstborn great grandchild. Nice. Dang pang, dang pang. LBS says silver and cigars made a calendar with all the ladies he had on silver, one for each month. He sent me one. I should do a throwback video on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the little bit of 90%, I don't plan on selling, especially like these little gold-plated pieces. I'm like, this will be kind of cool just to pass on. Whether, it ends up in a jewelry drawer of my niece or, eventually makes it down to her children. I don't know if I'll have kids of my own. Me and my girl, we've talked about it off and on over the years, but we're kind of pushing that age limit where it's like, okay, are we going to or not? Yeah, I'm not sure what my exit strategy is. I'm still just kind of blinded at tunnel vision in the acquisition phase. I'm adding weight and stacking 90%. Or not 90% stacking silver while just now turning my attention to 90% in the small amounts.
Do I still have sound?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just checking. Oh, that's cool that you're on the 90% kick. Especially if you're in it for the long haul. If the market goes sideways, 90% should be fine once the refiners are caught up and everything.
Oh yeah.
Even if it goes back to where you could get spot, and it has gone over. I know some people don't believe that that's possible again, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, right now I've only got maybe $5 face value of 90%, so I'm definitely not holding a large amount. I mean, but like I'm almost 300 ounces of 3/9 fine silver. So, it's very small percentage of my stack, but I guess because it's on sale now, I'm picking up little bits. Like last night, I bought $2.60, 8 quarters and 6 mercury dimes for $150. So,
I'm
just
wondering.
under
I'm like,
spot.
should serpents have a child? I mean, I would hate to see you stop buying all this metal.
Yeah. I've got the 4-legged children, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, dogs. They're
So,
nice. If I got some of that tax money from the kids working, I'd be incentivized to have some children. But Uncle Sam gets that.
yeah.
Oh, see Omega, what you got there, man? Are you going to
Uh,
do a reveal, an open?
yeah, we're going on here. We got it
Let's.
from Detective Platinum Model today.
Okay, all right, let's do it, man. You got the floor. The floor is yours, buddy.
Uh, Well, this one. Before I go
Wow.
back.
Very nice. Y'all street in Texas.
Yeah,
Did you get that? Oh, you were
I mean,
talking about that, the free gold back, right?
yeah.
I tried to do it and it kicked back my address as a business and denied me. I said, no.
Good enough to get that. Good enough to get that one.
Yeah. But let me see, where is it? I did get a half from Florida for free from a different website. It was Defy the Grid. Well, that's a one Florida, isn't it?
um,
No,
yeah.
it's different. Mine's green. Why is
Uh,
mine green?
what?
I think it matters which one you had printed. Like for a while they're green and then they turn to that color, or they started off as that color and then they started printing them green.
I think the
Because there's
green might have been
there's
first
collect
because it's got the little alpha symbol.
there yeah there I think there's collectability with the notes, and notes are hot right now as far as collectability. I think.
So it's a 1/2 Florida and it's green. And it's got the little alpha series A. Is that what that is? I don't know.
Uh,
So somebody who knows
hold
gold
on.
back, blue color might know. I know
Mine got copper. Mine got copper all on it. Copper and gold.
Gold.
Take that
That's not,
copper
I should
around
be
the edges
getting
in the
a
gold.
half through a 5 of Arizona,
Oh, it's so brand new.
hopefully soon. I bought them a half, a 1, a
24
2, and a
karat
5.
gold. Maybe it's just the
$30 bucks.
detail there
Yeah.
for security.
I forgot to order the Lieber Tattered Zombucks round. Did you see that one? Was it Silver Dragoon was talking about that one? It's the newest Zombucks round.
Yeah, I saw that one. It is pretty dope. They did a really good job on it, and I think is it 2025 maybe? I forget.
Yeah. Oh, not liberated.
Just want to take a quick minute to acknowledge the wonderful chat. LBS, appreciate you. SC Stacking, Pang, Mustard, and Biscuits. All the homies in the chat, appreciate you stopping by, having a good old time. That ASC guy, everybody, Thousandaire, thanks for jumping on, kicking it. OC Omega, I need to see some of your knife collection, man. I love your knives, bro. What else? What else? Mustard and Biscuits. Let's be clear. Lee Bear Tattered.
The 1 ounce BU is $84 right now on JM Bullion. And the colorized, when I was looking at it, it wasn't that much. It was like 87 or something. It was a few dollars more than the BU version. But that was on like Tuesday. when I first heard about it. So, and then they got the copper for $7. Bring this on. Pop-ups. See if I can get. No. Yes, the typical Zombux reverse, and I think it's dated 2028.
Have you guys seen the Libertad 1/1000th of an ounce of platinum? It's in a card and they're limited to 9,999. It sells for about $60.
Wow.
Ow. I haven't seen that 1/1000. Actually, I have. I could have bought them for maybe like 20 or something. I forget what.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's way over spot for the weight, but the
Oh, yeah.
resale value on those, I have the tiny 1/1000th gold Libertad. I bought for $23, and I think these are selling. I don't know what the resale value is, but I
There
bought
was some.
5 of them.
It's laser etched, I think. So that's what turned me off.
It's laser etched. I didn't realize that when I ordered it, but yeah, they're so thin. It's like a piece of foil inside a capsule.
Yeah.
And then
I
they're
would pay
laser etched.
I would pay that $50 if it was like stamped, but
Mhm.
not for just a little laser job on a little
Yeah.
platinum planchet and a card.
mean,
it just seems lazy.
Oh yeah, when you think 5 of the this one here on the right equals 1 of the left, you're like, and these ones are actually stamped here. The Monarch Precious Metals, they're stamped and pressed with the reeded edge, and they're really thin, but they're they have some dimension to them and depth. But yeah, these ones are like they whitewash and like they're so laser etched. And they're legible, but I mean they wash out really easy. And then the capsule holds the card in the middle like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
So you can open the capsule and take them out or put them back in.
A concern I have about the laser etching is how it's easily how someone can easily remake it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this is the Mexican. These are the cards they came in. It's the Libertad card, and then it's got it here on the reverse. New Way, 50-cent face value, 1/1000th troy ounce of 4/9 gold, and then they're numbered. So this would fit in like that, and then you flip it over and see the Libertad through the card. Yeah, I have one silver round that had laser etching. I wasn't necessarily a big fan of. It does stamped and then it's laser etched, but I thought these ones were kind of neat, but they're hard to see on camera. There we go, maybe. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. You can see it, yeah.
Yeah, and these are the same 1/1000th gold in a capsule, and they came in a card. This one.
I know what you need. I know what we need to make, guys. We need to make Libertad tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Libertad sneakers.
Libertad swag.
Yeah.
They need to make the Libertad bar. Libertad bar.
Ooh, I have one. I have a 5-grammer. Where is the Python Caucho? Right behind me. Oh, you guys see Brits and Sob's video about his metal magpie? That's it's probably a lost wax investment cast.
Wait,
Silver
no
magpie.
Mexican Libertad
It's like
bar.
totally
They need to make
3D.
coin.
Yeah, and that maker
that'd be beautiful.
888B's Custom Silver, he has a Libertad statue. It's like 1 ounce, 3 ounce, 5 ounce, or 10 ounce. And it's a full on a pedestal, the Angel of Independence.
That a beauty.
But I got a little 5-gram bar, Libertad bar.
I think it's originally Nike. It's Nike, the goddess of victory, I thought.
Yeah.
They made the gold bar.
And that's why the Mercury Dime has the wings. Nike or Mercury. Are the names the same? Because like I forget. Because I know like some of the planets and the gods are the same. Or I don't know, I forget. I am so out of touch with my mythology.
No, it looks like Mercury, but it's not. It's Winged Liberty on the dime. But I think
Yeah.
a lot of the symbolism crosses over from cultures, and they'll say it's something as they like the Statue of Liberty. I think is very similar to the Colossus of Rhodes, but they don't claim that it's that same type of symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure a lot of that Greek stuff and Italian stuff crossed over, and Mexican stuff too crossed over into United
Oh
States
yeah.
culture.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it could
The
have it could have morphed.
what you call it, the little cap
Yeah,
on the peso is on the Morgan
it's
dollar.
yeah, the Phrygian cap.
Yep.
I just remember the Phrygian cap, the Phrygian cap. Yeah, it's wild, and you're like, and it's funny because people are so pretentious about American coins in comparison to Mexican coins, but they don't realize that that's where a lot of our coinage came from, which is still by way of Spain, but still same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. And then I was listening to Dub C's live stream yesterday. I typed him in the post. I was glad to get a response. But this is the one that's got that stamp in there. And somebody told me it's a chop mark. I'm like, that doesn't look like a chop mark to me. It looks like
What
a
did Dub
modern
C?
punch. He said it looks aged and it's interesting and don't clean it.
Oh,
Because I'm
please
like, is
don't
this
clean
coin
anything.
ruined because it's been stamped like that?
No, no, people love that stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, I didn't mind. I bought it just to have it as my first one. And I know, although it is kind of slicked out on the back, you can get the details in the light pretty decently.
That's
And
a
then,
whole nother subculture in the with the stamped world. The chop marks.
mhm. And then I got
Yeah,
this
that's
little
a
baby 1/2 here. Again, just to have because I really like the design. And I've got a 2-ounce CIT mint Columnario tribute. So it's got the globe with the pillars of Hercules and then the shield and crown on the back coming soon.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I might switch to flips because I think I want to get more world silver coins are another thing that I'm looking at in this market because if you can get 90% back, just imagine what you can get 80% Canadian back, or other ones that can be measured on the Sigma. I started noticing some of the settings. I'll be keeping my eye out for those 90% Mexican coins too. I'll definitely be buying some of those.
oh yeah. I was hoping to pick up a couple of these Olympic pesos or some other ones, but I didn't see any, and I saw that good deal on the 90%. And it was a small lot. Most people sell and want to sell at least a roll of dimes, or
If you're
like
paying, if you're paying for those, what do you pay for those?
these last two here I picked up for a total of about $70 before tax and shipping on eBay. I think it was free shipping, maybe on an auction. And I paid 33 for one and 37 for the other.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I've got a small stack of those. I would sell those to you. I don't like stuff with the Olympics on it. I don't.
Mhm.
I think I don't like the whole "we are the world" stuff. Everybody holding hands. It just always makes me skeptical.
Yeah, I
I
got
got
turned on
I
to
got a
these a
Russian
lot.
coin like that.
Yeah, because of a Culture of Currencies video and how he's talking about how this is probably a more of a Mexican coin than even the Libertad, just because of
Oh,
the symbolism with the Aztec ball player and the court, and how that's more
yeah.
authentically Central American and Mexican than the winged angel of independence that was a gift from Europe or some. I forget the origin of the
He,
statue,
he
but
he's got that Coca-Cola dance going on.
yep.
Yeah, I do like the Aztec. I do like the Aztec warrior aspect of it. I don't know, something about the Olympics. Just like
Hmm.
it makes me feel like
And
it's a commemorative. Maybe that's what it
yeah.
is. I don't like commemoratives that much.
And it is a commemorative. The 1968 25 peso was just for the Olympic Games. But I'd like to pick up some more of the onsas and be like Kalila over there.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
Kalita
the
got a big
even-
stack of those, huh?
Yep. Or the un peso, you know, or
I've got-
even the cinco pesos or 100 that are 72%.
I got
Oh.
Masa Doggo Cinco Pesos.
What
I
is
like
that?
those.
Are those the 0.38 silver weight or are those the 0.6 something? I forget. I have to
I think
make
they're
notes of the
like
flashcards.
2/3. I think they're like 2/3 of an ounce or a third of an ounce. Yeah, a third hits me. So maybe they're like a third of an ounce. I don't know. I think they have a high purity. They're dude, they're awesome. And one thing
I
I'll say about all them.
the
Hmm?
the time about Happy Saturday.
They have writing on the security edges. I love that. Even the Olympic ones. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you
what's happening.
my handle.
Wait, where are? There they are.
We know what this one Demon Steel, and I cleaned it up and was online. This one made 925 Demon Solder.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh. And these are 925 million Italy.
We got a pimp cup, a chalice,
The gauntlet. The gauntlet.
Yeah.
Gauntlet.
gauntlet. Nice.
He's got the Holy Grail cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a silver coffee mug. It's like $1,000, but I'm not
Holy
ready for
cow.
that yet.
We got it about 50 cents in the yard sale.
Yeah, you can find some things now and then.
Yeah.
Peng says, Kalila, what coin do you have the most of? For sure, it's this one right here. The Libertades bullion pieces. I have about, what? I think about 150 total. One form or another of Libertades.
How many do I have? 5, 4, 5, 12, 17 Libertades. That's probably the most of anything in my collection. The next highest would be the Maltese Golden Eagle, which I have 11 of.
What's this one here? 1847. Still a good condition
1847.
in copper. Yeah, 1847.
Right,
The
yeah.
American 1 cent. Someone keep this good condition.
Yeah, man. You all know that the Libertades are my absolute base of my stack. Now that I've met my stacking goals, I have the luxury of getting high premium stuff, which is, these are my favorites. Anything Mexico is my favorite, including Mexican, junk, I guess if you want to call it junk, whatever. Mexican constitutional, I've never really heard it called that, but yeah, Mexican junk is also my favorite because it holds its premiums.
Yeah.
We know what you like, Kalilo. It's not people with blue eyes, man. except Tapatio.
Are you
Tapatio's got blue eyes.
calling me prejudice?
I'm just messing with you.
Just kidding.
The next one I have the most of is probably these here, these Golden Eagles.
What's that?
But,
See, let me put you on the big screen. Say it again.
These are the probably ones I have the second most of in my collection.
Oh, that's nice.
These Golden Eagles.
You got lots of those? That's
I've
so
got
beautiful.
11 of these between 2024 and 2023. And these are made by the Germania Mint for Malta.
I've never seen one in motion like that. They don't look good as a photo. They look too busy, but in motion, it looks really good.
Yeah, the photos do look a little busy, but I mean, in motion it looks good. And like the scales on the snake even changed direction with the way his body's articulated. All the feathers and the eagle, his eye, the scales, or whatever on his feet and the talons, it's all just really, really well done.
Yeah, man, That might be a capsular right there. That's up there with the cowboy.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
your
I guess
BTO
it's
BTO
capsule.
pieces.
I'd say that goes for a BTO right there.
Yep.
Those 5-ouncer cowboys are gonna make a good collection if you keep buying those, Kalila.
Yeah, man. I can't help myself. Unfortunately, it's either going to be a bunch of these 5 ouncers or if they keep making this series, man, I'm gonna keep buying them because they're beauties. Like they're just so nice, so well made.
Do they make a kilogram one?
Not yet. Nope. That would be dope though.
You gotta coin that, the kilogram.
The kilogram. Let's go. Yeah, these are also my favorite right here. The 50 gram. 50 gram Monarch Precious Metals pour little squares. These are beauties.
Yeah, those things look awesome. They almost look like food.
Yeah, man. I know it's a delusional thought, but I was like, one day, I would like, it would be so cool to just be like, yo, I could buy a house with one of these. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but maybe in Venezuela. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it could happen here. Like things change. They don't always keep going the way they're going.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, we can be in the
Pretty
future.
The only reason the housing market was going up for so long was because of how many baby boomers there were. And if as they're as they bought into markets, any market, it would grow. You know, that's why there used to be tons of toy stores, and then next thing you know, there were tons of drug stores.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty soon, I hear the death rate is going to be 10,000 of them a day, and that's going to just continue like that, 10,000 a day on average for like 10 years or something like that. Crazy number. So there'll be and you know what happens when people inherit houses, they always sell them, they dump them on the market. So who
Mm-hmm.
knows? Maybe things. But like you said, always Venezuela or something.
Yeah, man. I don't know why in my mind I'm just like maybe someday because I always see those. You ever watch what's that movie Looper with what's his face, Bruce Willis and Jason Gordon-Levitt, where in the future China is in power and then he's like stacking those kilo silver bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just like, that's so crazy how they can predict the future. That movie was made a long time ago. Like I know it's over a 10-year-old movie for sure.
Anybody's paying each other in silver bars or something, I'm down for it. I like that movie.
Yeah, and then the fact that they're calling China because I mean, again, not to say that they're gonna win, but I'm just there's theories out there that says that China is preparing, man, with that whole what is that Singapore and J.P. Morgan moving like their a lot of their metals stuff over there. Isn't that crazy?
You ever play games against Asians, especially like war strategy games against Asians? Like I haven't played
Art
many
of
against
War.
Chinese people, but
I
Koreans.
love that game called.
Yeah, Koreans are the champions of StarCraft 2 online for the most part.
I forgot,
Once in
forgot that
once
movie
in a while, a
called
Norwegian
Millions of
company.
90.
Um,
They played against
yeah,
the computer in a war game. Oh, war game. They played against the computer.
all I'm saying is they're sharp and they're dangerous. Like, 'cause they're so smart or they're proactive. I don't know how you want to call it. But they do have one weakness. They love to gamble.
Yeah, they love them some gambling, man. They love them some gambling.
And come to their downfall.
Gambling and cigarettes.
Gambling and tobacco. That's pretty funny. Yeah, man. I don't know. You just never know. But I
All
always
I'm
think
saying
about
is,
that movie.
Yeah, I don't think we did so hot in Vietnam either. I think they kind of like punked us over there.
The Viet Cong.
Yeah. they were like digging tunnels and hanging out right near the American forces. So that way, if anyone was going to get napalmed, the U.S. would have to napalm their own people.
Is that a Thompson Center knife?
No, GEC. GEC. Oh, here the bot. I found a bot. A baller.
Thai bot.
Mmm. It almost looks like the Thompson Center Pew Pew logo.
Oh, upside down. Yeah. Here's the big one. Oh. Yeah.
When it comes to those type of war games, I enjoyed playing them, but I had no strategy. I was either just trying to build up my numbers as quickly as I could, or trying to do like if I was like on StarCraft, being the humans and doing the tactical nuke thing to like and come in and try and destroy your enemy's base. So I would go for like the like either big power move as quick as I could, or I just build up a massive army of numbers as as many as I could, and then just either defend or attack.
I've gotten to the Platinum League on StarCraft 2. I didn't get to Diamond, but I'm telling you, man, like even a Korean woman would whip my butt. It's terrible. At least that's what she said she was. Maybe it was a dude just trying to make me feel bad.
Now is it that they got the cheat codes, or is it because they make the game, so they got they know the ins and outs, or what?
Well, it's a war game, but you're also managing an economy. So I also play Civilization Revolution. You can win with economy, war, science, and even culture. And you can even create a reserve bank and take over the world like that. It's crazy. But I don't know how they do it that game. But StarCraft, man, they're ruthless. And it just makes me think every time there's like a real war, I'm like, man,
So pretty much,
they got enough units now. Look out for them. They're pretty sharp.
You could be like JP Morgan and just start with industry and infrastructure, and then just move into just taking over everything and conglomeratize, and then poof, everyone.
I beat a friend at that game. He was so mad. He was trying to get me with the military. But he couldn't mobilize his forces because I paid every country to attack him all at once, and then I built the United Nations and won.
I feel like I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah. The United Nations. It's basically one country.
I was gonna say, where have I seen that? I've seen that somewhere.
Oh yeah, Sid Meier's is pretty awesome. I'm thinking about maybe getting back into that stuff. If I didn't want to put games on my laptop because I knew it would be all over then. One of my dreams is to play awesome video games in public place someday.
Oh, because you got the PS5 now, right? The VR, whatever VR.
Oh yeah, but that's nothing compared to the using a gaming computer or a laptop.
And isn't like a good gaming laptop like the Alienware, or is that different?
Oh, I don't know. I just have an M1 Air MacBook that I got pretty cheap.
Oh, didn't the M5 just come out?
I don't know. I got mine as a hand-me-down from somebody because they have to redo their supplies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought it and I didn't even use it for like a year. I just recently started using it, but I got it for like $200. Hold on 1 second.
Sorry about that. I was a little distracted too myself. Kalilo's gonna BRB. I guess Thousand Errors gone too, just real quick.
No.
I haven't played any of those games in a while. I mean, I liked the Call of Duty, and recently, last couple years, I was playing Battlefield. Um, but I just do online matchmaking. I have a hard time finding an actual team that will coordinate and actually like strategize where we're going to stick
Oh,
together, watching each other's backs, in the small
yeah.
teams of fours, etc. So,
My
and
only
finding anybody with a chat with a mic and headset is hard to do.
yeah. I'm talking about my only Call of Duty game we love to play so many times in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Master per se, you got a nuclear and get fully killed without dying.
Yep.
Get all diamond weapon. Except the what was the pistol? Take about a few years to get there. I know what's funny. All my sort of coin me got my whole collection. Me only got 3 Mexican coins.
Only 3 Mexican coins.
Yeah, in my whole collection order.
Yeah, that's how I was with American coins until recently, until probably the end of January. Then I started buying the little bits of dimes and stuff around the new year. Um, but I had more Libertads and eventually a little handful of pesos. Where did I put them? Right here. Yeah, like what Thousander was talking about the edge stamping earlier. I try to have all of these lined up to be easier to read. The Independencia, which is independence, and then y libertad, independence and liberty.
Independencia y libertad.
Yeah.
Gotta look, if you don't already know, you gotta look those words up, see what they mean.
Yep. I had to look up the DEI Gratia, which is just by the grace of God, and then on the back here, King, what is it, Hispan, and then it's, to me it's backwards because it's, King Charles IV by the grace of God, King of Spain and the Indies. But it's Spain and Indies King, and then you have the mint mark and the 8 reales, and on this side the Carlos IV by the grace of God. De gratia.
Can you imagine if we let a cable news channel decide what's on our coins? We would look like a whack country, wouldn't we?
Yep.
People would see that and be like, man, I'm not going there. It'd be like that Andorra silver coin I saw. It was I was like trying to collect a silver coin from every country, and Andorra is a little
Yeah.
country between France and Spain, and it had like 2 little naked kids on it, looked like Cupid or something. I'm like, I'm not buying that. Got some kind of weird stuff going on
Yeah.
over in that country I've never heard of. And on the other side was like a pope. Not kidding. Look it up.
You bought any
Alright.
coin from Tetris Quest and Mo?
Huh?
You bought any coin from Tetris Quest and Mo?
Like test it to see if it's made of precious metal.
Oh, I think
No,
if you bought any
test it,
coins that were
test
not precious metals,
Oh.
like any copper nickel or
Oh.
something. I bought this one on Whatnot. I think I paid $3 or $4 for a 20 centavos from Chile, and it's just like 5 years too old to be 40% silver. I looked it up this morning, but it's a 1924 20 centavos from Chile.
Dude, I'm still stockpiling nickels. I'm stockpiling the hell out of nickels.
Nice.
So many of
I've
them
been
now. I
saving a
got
lot of nickels.
almost 4 boxes in the. Yeah, I got 4 boxes in the trunk. I haven't even
ATM.
like.
Nice. I've been saving 1965 to 1999 quarters, and I've got probably
It was sort of go back.
120, maybe 140. 10 or 14 rolls, and then I've been sorting them by decade. So I'll have one roll that's 1965 to 69, one that's 70 to 79, then 80 to 89, and then 90 to 99.
I'm real careful about that because if you think about it, like, what's an hour of your time worth? So like, I mean, if you're just chilling, watching TV or something, doing it, yeah, no harm.
Yeah.
But if you put time into stuff like that, there's not
Oh
much.
no. I'm not
Yeah.
buying boxes of quarters and pulling them out. It's just when I happen to get across them, and I'll have like a bunch of quarters, and I'll go through and I'll sort them, and I'll set a little stack by the year until I get up to 20 or 40, and then I'll put them in a roll.
I started
I have-
separating. I started separating the nickels that had the pictures on the back. I guess they go for a little bit more. And then I remember talking to Chesapeake Bay Brian. He flips stuff on eBay, so I might like batch them up into bundles and sell them as like rolls on eBay or something. If I get around to it.
The nickel
That's
that has
about all
what
I'm
on
doing.
it?
There's modern nickels that they have. I think they're made in 2014 or something. They have buffaloes on the back. There's like a handshake agreement. And I think there's like a ship. Anything other than Monticello or Monticello.
I found one of those, and I was like, "What?" Let me go see if I can dig it out real quick. I'll be right back.
Well, yeah, they're very common, but not common enough, I guess, where you couldn't sell a bundle of them on eBay and make a little extra scratch to people who really care.
So, Thousandaire, any plans for gold, or what was the plan? What's the plan upcoming, or is that a future video?
I just sold a 1/10er. I sold two 1/10ers. I bought them both for like 800. I sold an Eagle 1/10er for 600, and I sold the Tiger 1/10 gold, the new Lunar Tiger for spot. And that's how I got all those Morgans. I got the Morgans $6 under spot.
You sold the
So-
tiger, and what else? Which ones are you for?
I sold the Tiger and the Eagle 1/10. So I just paid $800 from a friend not long ago. I really wasn't planning on buying them, but they were giving them to me for spot, and gold went up some more. So I liquidated those. I'm not holding much gold.
I was
not
gonna say,
holding
if
much
I would have
gold
had the
right now.
funds, I would have loved to have bought that tiger off of you. But yeah, I found one. It's a Louisiana purchase with the handshake on the back of the nickel.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to look them up. It's probably not worth selling one, but it's probably worth selling. It's probably worth selling a bundle of them, like a roll of them or something. You could probably get like enough to where it's worth shipping. If you have to
Yeah.
sell 5 rolls at a time, you bundle them. I think it's kind of like if
Yeah.
you're selling cheap baseball cards, you do the same thing. But they're not hard to find, you know.
Not hard.
No.
Yeah, this one's a 2004. Is what
Not
that
getting
year
your
is.
change.
I don't know if that helps or not, but yeah, I would like a modern Buffalo nickel. And I'd seen some that were gold plated on eBay. I thought about buying one just to have, because they'd be like, "Oh, look, it's a fractional gold
You
Buffalo," but it's really a Buffalo
you ever
nickel.
see it? You dine? You type dine.
Yeah,
They got
I
out.
think Mustard and Biscuit sent me an email with a new dime. And I was like, I like that one.
Oh, I loved it. What's that? A bead nickel? Oh,
No, these are Mercury dimes. The ones I picked up that are gold plated. So these ones are in lollipops from the
gold-plated
Littleton
too.
coin.
this one, bead nickel gold plated.
Nice.
We got a 1910 one. That one
Nice.
is 1883.
1883.
Not
Chesapeake Bay Brian, he sent me a V nickel with some buffaloes, and this is, I think it's a 1901, but it's not gold. It's just regular slicked out. But
Yeah.
still, I thought that was really cool. I never seen one before. 5 cents.
But they were pretty.
So, chat, let's get the chat involved. For all the people, anyone here still there? What are y'all doing? What are y'all collecting? What's everybody buying? Any pickups? Nice little dip yesterday. I think we got down to, what was it, 5,000 and then $80 for silver. So, nice little dip for a
Yep, I
minute
was
in the
happy
week.
about
I
that.
think silver
I
got
was
up
going
to
there.
89.90 and then closed right around 80. I think on Friday interday, I think it got down to the high 79s and then it went right at 80.
I didn't see, but I saw it come down from about 8. At least when I checked it, it was like 85 or so, maybe the day before. And then it came down to 80. And I was kind of hoping. Well, I didn't end up going to Albuquerque today, but if spot dropped, then maybe I could find some good generics at that coin shop I went to in January. But no, I ended up not going down out of town and stayed home. So I didn't get anything exciting except for the little bit of 90% over Facebook, my bullying groups. I hear people
Yeah.
mention Facebook Marketplace, and I mean, I've talked about it in some of like my local community groups, like, you know, ask such and such, you know, ask house or whatever, or, you know, where can I buy or who sells silver locally. But I haven't ever seen or, you know, purchased anything off of Facebook Marketplace where it's just a public listing. Because the groups that I go through, they'll usually have some sort of verification for sellers, and then every post is admin approved as well. So, you know, they're trying to do their best diligence to protect the buyers by having legitimate sellers.
There he goes, Mustard and Biscuits likes him his Justice girls and Trivium girls. Okay. Chris of Virginia says, picked up a 10-gram wheel of gold from Costco. Nice. Did okay on it. Ended close to spot after the 2%, 3% discounts. Nothing I'd call a super buy, just to buy. Still, man, that's pretty nice. Pang says, Mustard, your stack sounds like a party. And then earlier we saw Puffa Fish at the office working. How you doing, boys? Puffa Fish. Mustard and Biscuits says, all the ladies, Pang. Yeah, man, 10 grams of gold at spot. That's not too shabby. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I've taken a little bit of a break because I think I had mentioned 2000. I got some life stuff happening, so I gotta chill on my discretionary spending. Got to prioritize some of these life things. Number one being taxes. Ugh, every time the taxes come, so that's around the same time I get my yearly bonus, and so usually my yearly bonus is way more than enough to cover the taxes and then to buy a little gold or silver. But this year, man, Uncle Sam don't play.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm getting something back, because I'm just a single earner living alone. But I'm not getting, I mean, very much back. I'm not getting like a third of my taxes that were taken. I'm getting back refunded to me federally. So I was a little upset. I'm like, why they're taxing me so much? And like $900, I think, was taken out for of the $1,500 I paid or withheld from my paychecks.
Good to get the outside world all pushed back for a little while, and then get your stance right, and then continue on again. You did pretty good filling that sack with gold coins, Kalila.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
good, man.
The El Jefe Poucho has been officially
Yeah.
overfull. Prospector Pat says just picked up $4 face of dimes, looking at picking up some platinum. Okay. And Opal Rose, thanks for joining us. Says found you through Liberty Bleeds. Nice. Well, thanks for stopping by,
man.
LBS. Really
Welcome.
appreciate you. Yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate that the honor of your attention. Chris in Virginia says good afternoon. Dude, and Dang Pang
Yeah.
says he definitely don't
Pang.
play. I'm gonna need a GoFundMe for my taxes. Yeah, exactly. Those are your first Trivium Freedom girls. Yes, Serpent says Mustard and Biscuits. Dude, hello back at Chris in Virginia. Opal Rose says got 2 more rolls of quarters to go through, but found a few with no mints. Nice, very nice. Yeah, I hear that
Yeah,
the
mint.
coin roll hunting is a thing. I've thought about it, but man, I was just like, I don't know if I have the patience for it.
Hey, you find no mint mark that a Philadelphia mint.
Yeah, no mint mark is Philadelphia, supposedly. Although I think on some eagles, it could be San Francisco. I've heard that too on a recent fish video.
Yeah, I was happy to get some of these. These are the only ones I have. One of each, the Freedom and the Trivium girls.
If the market gets depressed for a while, we're gonna have so much fun buying stuff.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to. I know nobody cares about palladium, and I like that because I don't want people bidding against me. But I'm looking for that stuff. I'm thinking I want to throw the basketball from one side of the court to the other and try to get a basket. Like,
Nice.
because that kind of stuff can go up like radically, but who knows when it'll happen, and then volatility is high.
Serpents, Pufferfish wants to know, Serp, did you say they only took out 1,500 in taxes from you?
For federal income tax, yeah, 1,500 is what was withheld from my paycheck last year. My payroll earnings, my W-2 earnings. I only made like 28,000 though, so yeah. I'm a po' boy.
Yeah, you seem like a po' boy. You probably got a lot of side jobs.
I did last summer. I had a good side job that was paying me 25 an hour cash, and I was setting a Saltillo tile in 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a hallway, and the kitchen. But that
Yeah.
ended, and I haven't picked up anything else on the side yet this year. Now that the weather's starting to warm up, I'm kind of looking forward to like, hey, time to get busy. And but I was working 7 days a week for like 3 months straight last summer. I was kind of going through some personal stuff and burying myself in work. Which
Yeah, I got caught up a little bit. Something with a girl and everything.
yeah.
I felt the vibes. I like the vibes too. Like, you can take that stuff that makes you sad and put it right in the furnace, man, for energy.
Yeah.
Earn some money with it. You were stacking.
Yeah, there's nothing like life to mess with your stacking goals.
Yeah.
Shoot, you have a plan and then life comes out of nowhere and you're like, dadgummit, I gotta pause, or you gotta, I try the way that I do my things is that I try to leave the emergency fund for real emergencies. So then I try to, just use the discretionary income for things that arise, because my emergency fund is my first line of defense for life, and then after that is my precious metals, which I've never had to touch for emergencies.
Yeah, I've had to once, and when I first started buying,
Don't forget to live once in a while too.
Yep, absolutely, thousandaire for sure. That's the other part. I think I showed you the other day. I made some one of the lives, right? Us Silver Serpents. I made some New York strip, and I normally don't buy like that high quality of stuff, but I was like, a little reward,
Yeah.
Shoulder. I think for what?
Oh, am I breaking up?
No.
No.
Maybe we're a little bit, maybe, but
it wasn't high solar datter.
Yeah, I said he put the butter on it, so I forgave him for overcooking it.
Yeah, Wagyu. Whew, man. I think I had mentioned I got me some I did a brisket. I got a Wagyu brisket from Snake River Farms. I got like it was like the black label. Man, it was one of the best. And I smoked it for about 15 hours on my Traeger. One of the best pieces of brisket I ever ate.
It sounds amazing.
That does.
Yeah, once in a while, you gotta check out them other ratios, man. Check out the silver to Wagyu ratio.
Y'all remember when Angus was the thing, and now everybody's all about the Wagyu?
Well, if you're gonna cook it a lot, you gotta be careful because Wagyu has a lot of marbled fat, but it all just melts away if you ever cook it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just all fat, which is kind of like, so that's what I was actually watching a bunch of videos before I did the brisket, because I made a bunch of briskets on my Traeger, but never a Wagyu, and everybody said you could totally overcook it. So I put a lot of TLC into that bad boy, because it was expensive too. Like it was like $300. I'm like, damn.
Very nice. Yeah, Dad got it to me. My dad got it to me.
Uh-oh, we lost thousandaire.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was just reading the chat. Opal Rosie was saying, I think maybe you highlighted it. The most expensive coin is a troy ounce with her name and birthday on it.
Most
yeah,
expensive
awesome.
Troy ounce coin worth my name and my birthday on it. That amazing.
I was thinking
that's
about
awesome.
it. and I think I paid more for this 5-ounce bar
Hobby.
than I did for
Kinda
my most
made it.
recent FG
Oh,
pour, which was the Medusa bar, because I did a silver trade. I
Oh,
paid 190 for this bar, and I paid 180 for the Kangaroos. I ended up trading to FG, so silver for silver. Oh,
what mint that thing from?
this is from the Cut Saw Mint.
Maiden.
I think they're in Texas, if I remember correctly. And they do 5-ounce, 1-ounce, and then rounds too. I've got a round somewhere here. I think it's
I don't anymore. Hope
in
you
this
had
tube,
like good
actually.
day.
Got too many tubes. I need to capsulize some stuff. Oh, yeah, that one right there. And they got their little saw blade logo. Cut Saw Mint. Oh, it's a vertical. And I like the micro grooves on this one to catch the light pretty well. And then I got a 1-ounce round. 2 1-ounce bars. And then the little 5-ounce chunker.
Good on a day, say hello.
Anytime I see somebody pull these out, I'm always like, hey, I've got that. So Blue Collar, he was like, hey, you picked these up. And I was like,
Welcome back
"That's
on air. What happened?
Hey, hold on
You go
one
through a
second.
tunnel,
Sorry.
Thousand Air?
Yeah, I'm driving an ambulance and I missed a stop because I was talking to you guys, and I got to get this guy in here.
Middling. Oh.
Oh,
Never
right
heard
there.
this cut saw
There.
night duck blue.
There.
You got to read a 13
Ow.
in this month.
Yeah, yeah, Panger, man, brother. That's where I'm at right now because I already know. So usually March is my happy month. That's when I get my raise and I get my bonus. But man, Uncle Sam, he don't play. So Puffa Fish says, "LOL, the silence." Yo, y'all can hear
No.
me, right? Everybody can hear me, okay?
I hear you. I hear you.
All
I
right,
hear
good,
you.
good, good.
I just read the chat. Out pain.
Ouch, 13,000.
Yeah, Panger. Ouch, man. 13K. That's like what, two of my 50 pesos. Ouch.
Yeah. I saw this post out. If your job lets you get overtime, get it.
They
And
got
my job won't let me get
I'm saying
overtime,
how
so I was
much
picking
they
up side
had
work
to
on the
pay.
weekend.
Ow.
Yes, same here. I'm salaried.
That hurt.
I don't get overtime. I just got to either figure it out or go get a second job. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Puffa Fish
time
says the
one.
silence after Thousandair said he was driving the ambulance.
Yeah, I'm totally kidding. Can you hear me?
I never had to pay him.
Yeah, Thousandair is taking us with him on his errands. I think that was that Chris in Virginia earlier on
You are a man.
on the Monday early. Oh no, that was Littlefoot. Littlefoot was like running his errands during the morning Saturday morning medals.
I've been around the world with you. We've been everywhere, and even the coin shop. So maybe he'll have a new pickup video coming out soon. I got to make mine for my February pickups on my 2 ounces a month challenge and be like, does this count? I got some crack, I got some 90%, and I got some silver chains.
Did you open all your boxes yet?
Yes. I've opened all of my silver, and then that one guy I had the big order from, I just paid him off another $430 and told him mail me out what I've paid for. So I'll be getting about $1,000 box of orders in the next week or two.
Nice.
Yeah, and then my
Nice.
gold
And
maple I bought
he's
last month should be here next week.
Oh, sweet. Modern gold
buddy,
maple.
while you are out,
It's a 1999.
pick me up some Popeye
I'm just
chicken,
cu-
bro.
So no cartwheel lines on that one yet. I think it started
No.
in
I love
2013.
chicken.
Yeah, no cartwheel ends on that one. He had 2000 or 1999, and so I picked a 99.
Me, I love my spicy chicken with a potato fry on top.
Sounds
But
good to me.
from that same seller, I won some items on his
Motor
whatnot
adapter
stream
31 wants
last
on a
Saturday, I
date.
think, and they just came in earlier this week. So let me get my knife in here. And
Oh,
this is just some
I-
copper I won in a giveaway. I need to sharpen my knife. Let me pull this off screen real quick.
motor
That knife
adapter
out.
want to jump up.
All right, now I can get my knife in the top of this envelope. All right.
And then,
There he goes, Puffa
Hey.
Fish.
hi, Fit.
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Is this a face reveal? Is this like
Are you Billy 50 to me?
My face has been around, and I have a whole channel that is completely revealed on 24/7.
Yeah,
Not this channel.
Fish has no
my other
worries.
channel. Yeah, no worries.
Fish has no worries. The problem with finding
We'll do it
fish
my
is
camera
finding
wow.
fish.
This
My
is true.
kind of wow. I know.
it's but it's Puffa Fish. Puffa Fish.
What are you guys doing?
Oh
Hanging
snap!
out?
Look at we got OC
I'm
as well. Everybody's face revealing today. What's going on?
What's up,
Good.
OC? How you doing, man?
Good.
Everybody's on the face reveal game. So Puffa Fish, what's going on, man? What you working on today?
I've been out of town, so I'm just getting caught up. You know, I had to come to the office to get some stuff, and then I'm sending emails and just kind of getting caught up on all my work when I travel. I try and stay up to date on all my work when I travel, but it's hard, you know. So I get piled up. So I got a busy week next week. So I was just listening to you guys while I'm working, and then I saw the link, and I thought, oh, I'll just pop in and say hey. So yeah,
Heck yeah, man.
sending-
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Nothing
Thank you so
crazy going on here. Went by the PO box on the way. Nothing there really. So I sent out all the. Oh wait, hold on. I got a beef with you, Kalia. We have a beef.
Oh, with me? Let's go. What you got?
I gave you that. You got your this big swag pack. I don't remember why, but I had a note that this was for Kaleo, and then you were supposed to email me your information.
Oh, let me grab my.
And then I'm like, he did not email. He doesn't want to share his address with me, I think is what the situation is.
What's your email? What is it again? Fish.
It's I think I'm under mistakes were made stacking at gmail.com.
Mistakes for me. Oh yeah, I messaged you before.
Yeah. Well, no.
Swag.
I don't think I have an email for you.
Swag pack.
I have a swag pack for you. And then I just saw it today. So it's not really a beef. I just want your emails. Or
Oh,
you
yeah,
send me
yeah,
an
yeah.
address, and I got a swag pack coming with some of those inserts. Because I don't remember what it was. I guess it was a live we did or something, and you got it. I don't
Oh
remember
yeah, when you jumped it, man. Was it one of that late night ones? It had to be. All right, no excuses. I'm gonna be a man of my word.
All right.
Email sent.
See, okay. I will get it sent out today.
As we spoke, I opened up my Gmail. I'm like, man, I did say something like that, didn't I? Holy!
Uh-huh.
Usually after a live, I'm drained, bro. I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
I was so drained.
Well, no, it was. I mean, I figured if you just didn't want to send, I was just razzing you. I
Yeah,
figured
my
if you didn't
email.
want to share your email or your address, then I would just give it to somebody else. But
Nah, man, I'm a man of my word because that's sometimes all you got. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Share
that's
my
true. That is
Gmail.
all we have.
Send it
That
in
is
the
all we
chat.
have, man. You just got your word. That's funny that you say that because so that's Matthew. You're testing me. I believe it's Matthew 5:33 through 37. And I quote it in a letter that goes out with all of my inserts because we do it on the
Thank-
honor system. I send them and then you
Ruby.
pay me after.
Your
So-
friend.
So that's the scripture I quoted. I think I may have quoted. I may have just now quoted. I quoted it correctly in the letter, but I believe
Yeah, that's how I am. I try to tell my employees about being intentional, and I try my best to be a man of my word. Sometimes things happen, life happens, but yeah, no, I'm like, yeah, no excuses. I sent you the email. Hopefully, you just got it.
Okay, cool. I'll check in a second. I'm on a different deal on the office computer right now, but yeah, I'll check it and I will get you a packet sent out.
Nice, man. Appreciate it. How's it going with those sales? Are you getting a lot of people wanting like multiples?
Yeah, I mean, most people do the 5 for 20. So I think I have to do 25 of them, and then I paid for my printer. So that was kind of the deal, trying to pay for the printer. And I don't think it's that big of a deal for people. You know, I mean, I sent out a bunch for free to a lot of different people, and then other people are just paying for 5 for 20. And actually, I gave everyone a free one, so it actually ended up being 6 for 20. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm looking to just cover my costs, and then I'm pretty much done with them. And I might wholesale them or something to some people that want to sell them on eBay. You know, there's some people that have contacted me. I don't really have the time or energy to deal with multiple shipments and things. It's just not worth. Not that I don't appreciate it. I really do appreciate it when he's buying it. It's just I have a normal business I run. I'm not looking to run an eBay. I'm not looking to run an eBay store. You know.
Yeah, just trying something out just for
eBay. I just don't have the time, and I really don't mind it actually, because I do throw some. Like I sold some Geiger copper bars the other day for $95 a piece. They're like 10-ounce bars, so I don't mind selling on eBay. It's just the problem is if you're gone all week, and so you're missing the postal hours, you know. So you can never mail anything, and then people are buying from you, and they're expecting communication, and they're expecting it mailed within 3 days. I just can't deliver on that. I just can't. And then I seem like a total jerk, which is not. I'm just out of town, or I'm just working all day. I don't go home till 8 o'clock at night. You know, I don't have time. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, same here, man. That was my week, man.
Don't commit to something that you can't actually, even though it's so simple, you know, like if I could actually do it, I just can't commit to it.
Hey, there's something you should know for the eBay store. There's an away button you can set, kind of like airplane mode for eBay.
Right. I actually, that's funny you mentioned that, Townsend, because I listed a bunch of copper, and then I went out of town, and I was like, oh crap. And I could not find it anywhere how to change my status to away. It didn't matter. I sold it, and then I sold it the day I came back, so I was able to just take care of it. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Ask ChatGPT everything. It's good at those kind of things. Just don't depend on it for medical advice.
Fish Sober wanted to know, explain the package, what's in it.
Yeah.
What's in the package that I'm sending to that I sent out? It's little Valcambi bars. I mean, inserts. There's like 6 of them for everybody. You know what I mean? Is that what he's talking about?
How it made it.
I'm not.
Yeah, Sober wanted to know, explain the package, Fish, what's in it. Yeah. No, sounds good.
Yeah. It's just basically I use like painter's tape, so that I tape them onto the paper, and then there's a letter there that explains everything to the person that receives it, and then you just fold it up, and then I tape the outside of the package with packaging tape, so that way if anything comes loose, it can't break through out of the letter. That's the key. If you ship stuff, secure it inside the letter and completely tape the outside of the letter with packaging tape. That way, even if it breaks through, it won't bust through the plastic. You know what I'm saying? And then then even if you ship a heavy coin, it won't break through.
And the Tratton under. Make sure the Tratton under too.
Yes. I shipped, no, I basically shipped them all with this is why I said, pay me after you get it, just in case it gets lost. That way you didn't lose anything. So everyone's paying me after they receive their stuff.
Yep.
Nice, that's what's up. I think earlier, who was it? Somebody made a comment, and we just breezed over it like it was nothing. Where'd it go? Who was it?
Master Business said, I think I went had a AI driver and animate order finding error.
Here we go. It was Sean Leslie. Sean Leslie says, hey, Fish, want to arm wrestle?
I will not.
I'd probably lose, man. I tell you what, the arm wrestling is one of those things, like, if someone ever challenges you to arm wrestling, be very careful who you choose, because it's a trained deal. You know, like if like it's specific arm wrestling muscles and like you may have big arms, but some guy who actually trains arm wrestling will just pin you in like no problem. So yeah, you got to be careful. And if you're not careful, they'll like rip your shoulder out when they freaking, because you're not flexible enough to go back like that. So yeah, I will gladly concede and say, you the man, and back off. So
There you go. Sean Leslie's. Sean Leslie's.
My arm off.
what did she say? I can't read that.
Can do.
What did Sean say about it?
He said, kidding, that dude would rip my arm off.
Oh, well, hey, hey, listen, I've been, and you know the deal, Khalil, because you kind of deal with some different stuff. Like my daughter is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. My son-in-law is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. They are legitimate assassins, right? If you look at them, you don't necessarily think that, right? And so I've just learned, having been around jiu-jitsu for the past 15 years, that you just cannot judge a book by its cover when it relates to the fight game. You cannot judge the fight in a man just by looking at him. You can't judge. There's just a lot of things. Like you can have a really skinny dude and he's a boxer and he'll just clip your jaw. You don't know if you have a glass jaw until you get clipped. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they're carrying the pew.
I just look, you know what? Be nice to people. Don't, diffuse arguments, love, and stay strapped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's. I've always learned that it's like what is it? The loudest in the room usually has the smallest bite.
Yeah, sometimes, and sometimes not always. Sometimes the loudest in the dude is just an angry freaking assassin too. So I've seen both. I've said been around jiu-jitsu for 15 years.
Yeah.
And MMA, not me. I've never been an MMA fighter or anything like that. My kids and stuff, And I've met all these people. You meet these guys. They're like 5th degree black belts in jiu-jitsu. All these Brazilian instructors, and all. You meet a bunch of professional MMA guys, and they don't. You just can't judge a book by its cover. So you can have big arms and still get knocked the heck out or get choked out easily.
Serpent says, I'm tall and thin, built with soft temperament, but had people say they wouldn't want to fight me because they had the impression I wouldn't hold back. He's got that dog in him. It's not the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight of the dog or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always down for scrapping and wrestling, but when someone wants to kill you, it's like, all right, I'll pass.
Yeah, think about it, right? You can't. A 75-pound mountain lion can kill a 300-pound guy.
Oh yeah,
that's true. That's a good. Donovan always has a way of putting everything in perspective for us. It's the ratio of pounds to mountain lion.
yeah.
I used to get in scuffles, man, and the thing I used to live for was that look of sheer panic when they realized what they've done when they started something. Because I can get battered and beaten, and I'm just getting started. Not anymore. I'm an old man now. I've seen people in the gym with big bubbly arms. Not all of them now. Don't think there's a rule to this. But anyway, I've seen them beating their chest, and then they leave the plates on the bench press. And then a little scrawny dude comes up. Nobody even notices him. And I'm watching him. He puts on an extra 45 on each side. And then listen, he looks like he's like a vegan.
Yeah. Yeah. You just can't tell. No. I mean, strength is genetics for sure. And if you don't train for strength, you may look strong, but you're not as strong as someone who doesn't look strong, and will humble you quickly. I've been around a lot of dudes that are not that big, but pound for pound, they were the biggest dude in the gym, like 145 pounds, but they could throw 365 on the bench or 405,
Every formidable fight teacher or trainer, even if it's with weapons, will tell you first and foremost, please don't start anything. Because you just don't know what's out there.
Yeah, no. And I like to be happy. I don't understand people that want to be angry all the time. I like good things. I have enough pain in my life as it is.
5'4",
Yeah, you're right.
150
I started doing that. I started ignoring
pounds,
things
bed,
that you don't like.
180
Still get the
pounds.
energy.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
All right, dude. I got to go grab this other thing over here, so I'm gonna hop off. But it was cool hanging out with you, man.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by, man.
Yeah, man. I'll catch you guys later.
Take it easy, man.
All right, I'll be listening while I'm driving, but I won't be able to text her. But I'll be tuning in.
Sounds good, man.
Oh,
right.
it's
Thanks.
your
Sounds
fault. It's
good.
also your fault. I bought comic books today. Just saying that right now.
Nice. You know what's funny is when you said, but even the readers, I worry about messing them up. And the first thing I did was I went through it. I'm like, I'll read this later. I better bag and board it for now. Like, what? I bagged and boarded it. I'm like, what am I doing? It's so funny. All right, there you go.
Later.
Take it easy.
How's the live going for you today, Khalilo?
It's good, man. It's nice and chill. We're at an hour, 30 minutes. We'll probably go another 30 minutes, and then I got to go take care of life stuff. But other than that, it's a good live, man. Having you stop by, OC, and Puffa Fish, it's always a treat.
Who knows? Who knows who'll stop by if you keep doing it?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I actually did plan on taking today off because I was like, man, I just need a mental break. But to be honest, this actually helped me go through some of that mental break. So
I'm glad that it was relaxing and not too much, more on your plate. Papa Fish popped in my stream on Wednesday night. I was surprised he was there at the airport.
yeah,
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he just
Watch
he
the
just pops up whenever. You just never know.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I'll be honest, I feel bad now. I remember because it was a late night stream, was it not? I believe Silver Serpents. It wasn't on a Saturday, right? It was one of the weekday nights, maybe when Thousand Air was out.
Maybe.
I just know that it was late, and I just remember being exhausted, and I was just like, "Oh snap! I did say that, man." And I hate to be, again, if I make a mistake, I'll own up to it. I won't make
If
excuses.
it was when Thousand Air was out, then it would have been like 3 weeks ago when you had the first one. Where's Thousand Air? And you were hosting a Wednesday live stream.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's the one that it was. Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to jump off here too. Actually, I think they're probably
right.
gonna want some productivity out of me.
All right, buddy. Thanks for stopping
All
by,
right,
man.
buddy.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah. I see you, Omega. See you, Serpents. Good time, guys.
Yep. Take it easy, man.
Stay safe.
But real quick, I started opening up those giveaways I won, and this one here is 1 troy ounce of copper, and he had a kind of a St. Patrick's Day thing. So
Wow.
you got this one here.
I'm
Feeling
not
lucky.
thinking of that all the time.
Yeah, Lady Luck
Feel
with the stack
nutty.
of coins on a 4-leaf clover, and these were selling like probably $9 to $12 on auction, and then he had a couple of them as giveaways while things were going. And anything people requested, he would bring up like, little bits of silver or more copper. And the other item that he was running, I haven't quite gotten into yet, but I was real excited about this one. I mean, it's copper as well, and it kind of just the St. Patrick's Day theme. Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
It's an
beauty.
NGC
With a,
Lucky Irish Penny.
a lot of hearts in the middle.
Yeah, me too. I wanted a silver
with
Irish.
a-
I don't know if it's a shilling or the dollar. That I think it has a trout on the back and then the harp on the front. But now I've got a copper penny, a lucky Irish penny. So I thought
Wow,
that was pretty
mate.
cool.
Well, you made the art linking penny. Pity to that.
Yep. Another little bits of copper to add into the box.
Oh, more shiny there. Lol.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. I was just tuning in just to kind of comment and give some support. And I think he sells the little 1 gram Wonka bars, like the Wonka candy bars. And I picked up some of them. Which bag are they in? I have all my fractionals separated by ounces and half ounces. And I pulled the bag out. But they're little proof 1 gram bars. And then he's got capsules for them that they go in.
Oh,
and so I got some capsules to keep them safe. But this is just one I happen to have. It's a Pew Pew. Ran out of hand. And I
Is
got
that the
some of these.
German NP40? Is that German NP40?
I'm not sure. Probably. I got
Yeah,
these
it was like
Germanium.
NP40 machine gun fraternity.
Awesome.
Like a submachine gun.
Yeah. So this is the beginning of my next fractional baggie. Like I've got a half ounce of these Germanium mint 1 gram bars. I just picked up some of these 7/1/10 of the Incuse Indian Golden State Mint rounds. Where are the rest of my grams? Oh, they're right in front of me. There's a 1/2 ounce Intaglio Mint Angel in the Pocket. I picked these up in December for 35 each, right around Christmas, to give one away to my girl. And then I just kind of kept one for myself to feed the pouch with.
Got big hand and tiny one granter.
Yep, there they are, right there on the backside. Wonka bar.
This one is
And
a
so
Illuminati.
he had these made by Pan Silver
Bar.
Company. And so I got some capsules just to kind of throw those in and keep them nice because they're proof like. And then this bag's got a whole ounce of fractional. I got like a little Britannia bar, Titanic, a Silver Bullet, Buffalo, all kinds of neat little.
You need a 1 grand capsule for that. Put 1 grand capsule, put all your granter in.
Yeah. I thought this was neat. I bought some grams and they sent them to me like this, stapled up in a flip. So I kind of did the same thing with some of the other loose ones that I had. And that kind of keeps 8 of them together. And then if you stack 4 of these, it's just over an ounce. Just like Fish's Belcambi inserts, how they hold 8 1-gram bars. Hey, I wonder if you can make silver grammars. Those would be cool. I mean, everyone protects their gold, but yeah, I'm excited. I do have some new pickups I paid off. They're all pre-orders. I'm excited for those to come in. Hopefully in the next week or two, probably by the next weekend.
And
My
candy
gold should
bar.
be here on Tuesday. And I just picked up a little bit of 90% last night.
How much
Oh.
detail put in these things here.
Mini silvers. Oh, I think I have one of those.
Got one like AI in the pyramid.
Yeah,
Eyed upon it.
I swear I don't move from this chair, but I lose everything right around me.
Panger, what's going on, buddy? What's going on in the Panger streams? I've seen you pumping out content. I just haven't had a chance to click on some of your stuff. Just here and there when I get a quick minute. You want to jump on stage and say what's up? Mustard and Biscuit says Pang stacks a huge silver. Yeah, he stacks it, he makes it, all the things.
I know he made that gold. What that gold crossbow?
Fish, you're back.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man.
Hey, are you?
I agree with
okay.
Sean. A lot more.
I've always
fractional
had trouble getting it to work in my truck. I guess it works now.
Nice.
Awesome.
Is your pirate
Oh, it's
treasure?
right in front
Most maiden.
So
Or
Fish,
keep the
Fish,
blue
maybe you can
your
chime in
rod
on this.
more.
So like Panger, one of our last lives, we were talking about if you had enough silver or precious metals combo to pay off your mortgage, would you pay off the mortgage or just sit tight and keep on stacking?
I mean, I think it depends on where you're at. Like mine's at 3.125%. So that's pretty low. You know what I mean? And some people are even lower than that at like 3 or 2.75. But if you're up at 5 or 6 or 7%, I would put a healthy chunk into it. Maybe not pay the whole thing off, but maybe pay half of it and refinance the rest if you can get into a lower rate and then pay off half. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know that I would want to be totally how much it depletes your stack, right? Like if it depleted your entire stack, I don't like to be resources poor. You know what I mean? Even if you're debt free, but you have no no margin, that's no good. So I'd rather have a little debt and have, you know, a fat stack, fat savings account than have no debt and no nothing. Now, having no debt, you can save a lot more for sure, but I would maybe, that's how I would probably approach it. It just depends on what your interest, like for me, at the way my interest rate is, I mean, it's so low that yeah, I am paying extra every month on my mortgage, and it would be nice to have no mortgage, but I'm not there yet, and I'm not sure when I'll get there. But so I guess it just depends, you know, it depends what your rate is. Like if you're someone who got in at 6 or 7% recently, like within the past 4 years, then you might want to pay that down and refinance it.
Yeah, absolutely. And inflation percentage is more than most people's good interest rate, low interest rate. So it's like that inflation is eroding away. It's like you're negative, you know, you're paying the bank back with cheaper dollars.
Yeah. I mean, I'm locked in at that rate, and if inflation's at 4% and I'm paying 3 point whatever, I mean, you know, it's I will say, like, I have a conversation with my dad about this specific topic because it's kind of funny. Just I won't go long into it, but basically, like, there was a time in my life where I was just living kind of like a degenerate, and during that same time period, you know, I worked for him, and we were making about the same amount of money. And during that time, he paid off his house in 10 years, and I basically went broke in 10 years. And I'm like, we're making the same amount of money.
Ouch.
So, yeah, I know. So I'm a different dude these days. That ain't me. You know what I mean? But so I had to talk with him about paying off the thing. And his thought was to, like, that, you know, even though, yeah, you can look at the interest rate and you can look at all that, but there's just so much peace that comes with owning your house and having no more mortgage payment. And so if you can pay it off, you know, maybe not all at once, but just start putting money towards it, double payments, whatever you have to do to get it, to be done with it. Cause he just was like, I know, you know, and his point was that a lot of people say, hey, I'm going to wait till my stack, or what, he's not talking about stacking, but wait till I have this amount of money saved up because I can earn a better interest rate, maybe in the stock market or whatever he's talking about. Right. But then when they have all that money, they end up using it on something else, and they never actually end up paying off their mortgage. They put a pool in, or they buy a new car, or they sell their house and buy a bigger house, and they never actually use the money to pay it off. So his point to me was like, son, pay off your mortgage. So I am trying to pay it down, and I do make extra payments, but it's like at 3.125, it's all principal. You know, there's hardly any interest on it.
Yeah, absolutely. You get tempted to use that. At least for me, I get so tempted to keep adding to the stack. But my issue currently is that the El Jefe pouch was full. So I figured, you know what, maybe I'll just switch the strategy up for a little bit, see what happens, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think, you know, building margin in your debt's always a good thing. And, you know, I mean, I don't know where the housing, you know, everyone in this community, it seems like the only prediction that we ever have is doom and gloom for the housing market. I mean, that's what they've been saying forever, but maybe not, who knows? But I mean, to have no mortgage payment would be a darn good thing. And if you have a higher rate, you know, I would say if you're over like 4.5%, 5%, then definitely, you know, throw more money at it, and so you're not paying as, you know, you can get that thing paid off sooner would be better. And having the peace. I mean, I know, like, on a small scale, like, I've always paid off vehicles really quickly. So like I paid off my wife's car really quickly. And so I never really have car payments because I've always just owned my cars. And I've rolled, like, sold a car, then put more money down on the car, you know, just. So it's so nice not to have a car payment, you know, and even though she drives a very nice vehicle, but we own it, you know. And so that same idea of, like, owning my house would be really killer. I'm just not quite there.
Yeah. So paying, did you ever decide what you wanted to do, or you stopped thinking on it?
About which one?
About decided to take the metals and pay off the house?
I don't have enough yet. I think when I get to that point, I don't know, like I told you last time, if I do decide to pay off my house with metals, by the time, you know, by the time I pay enough off of my house and my metal stack grows, I'll be in the 100,000s. I don't know. It's hard. If
I didn't realize
I
you
don't
were
have that
on the
much metal
stream,
right
man.
now.
What's up, man?
Hey, Fish, how you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at these teeny little boxes. I didn't realize you were on the stream. I thought he was talking about you from the past. I didn't realize you were actually on the stream.
Oh yeah, I just hopped on right now.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it was a question from the past though. So I wanted to know, like, with the older timers, because I know everybody has big
I
stamps.
mean, it's like it's kind of like, I mean, you don't got to tell this information, but it's like, what's your interest rate? If you have a decent interest rate and you can put like a large chunk down and refinance and get a little bit lower and take a bunch of that debt off, you can chop off a good amount of your payment. It's like giving yourself a $500 or $700 a month raise, and then you can use that to start rolling that back into stacking. But you're in a better financial situation with your house. So I think that's the best way to go, but you got to have rates are coming down a little bit.
Yeah, I see it. I think I would lean towards paying it off, honestly. So when I paid off my truck payment was like $969 a month. When I paid that off, it helped me stack a lot last year.
On all the new.
So
new
my mortgage is around the same, 1,000 something. I think that'll help me out. I don't like having debt. It's
No, debt sucks.
I don't like paying other people. I'd rather pay myself. I got stuff to do.
I mean, it just depends. Like I have friends that they use debt and they leverage it and they and they build their wealth through debt. And it's like, so it just depends. But if it's your own personal debt, that's you're not leveraging towards growing your wealth, then yeah, debt sucks. But debt can be used as a tool. You know what I mean? I mean, you can definitely use debt as a tool. My buddy bought a triplex. And his two neighbors, he lives in the center one. His two neighbors pay the entire thing for him. And then he bought a new place, and now they're paying for all, and now he's actually making money off of it. So, but he has debt, but it's paid for. Now there's always risk, right, involved. But so you can use debt for sure, but personal debt, there's no gain in that.
Yeah, it's always nice if you can. Oh, go ahead, OC.
Hey, Painter, what that little sword right in the center between the silicon? That tall sword there you got there.
I poured that on my last live. Kind of failed it, but I'm gonna re-pour it. My failed pour.
Do you got Pang? Do you got how's that channel pour coming that we talked about?
So I was gonna try it. I think this week, this payday, I'm gonna pick up more silver. I was supposed to pick up some 90 or 3.9s, and then I don't know. I was at the coin shop, and I forgot who I was talking about this with, but they're like, because I buy a lot of 90%, and I don't know. I went in there, I saw the 90, I just had to pick it up, and I was supposed to pick up silver to pour. So kind of slowed me back.
What's all you did? I got in the mail.
What was that?
What's all you did? We got in the mail, Payne. For the go bath. A hat.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's nice. I don't have that color. I only have the green one. It's an awesome one right there.
Mine
you collecting all the different colors?
I think so. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to pour some channel bars. I think I actually have it up here. It's gonna look like this kind of. Got it from Mustard and Biscuits.
Oh, that's cool.
That's great.
I'm gonna try it out.
That's fancy.
Nice design.
Yeah, that is fancy, man. That looks pretty dope, brother. I like that. And it's gonna set up like that at an angle.
How much is that thing gonna weigh?
Well, I think this one is probably gonna weigh at least. Got to be over 3 ounces, probably at least 3. But I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do it where I just do a press.
Do a thin one.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm just gonna do one where I press it in and then I'll put the sand in the bag. I'll see how I'll do it. But I'll mess up it a little. I'm gonna try to get it down to like an ounce and a half.
Yeah, ounce and a half would be cool.
Yeah. Ooh, I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, I've been messing around with a couple of my pours. I did a lot of these ones. These are my little pirate skull bars. I'll say there's 1.5 ounces.
I feel really good about my channel bars that I did because I got everyone into them. I think, what did we average? Like, I think it was ended up being $52 an ounce or something that I sold them for, something like that. And with the way prices are at, it's like, it's not often you can buy a channel bar and then the same year you're in the money.
Yeah. How much channel bars did you do again?
I did them for like, I want to say that when you factored all the other costs in, it ended up being like, I thought it was 52 an ounce. It might've been 55 an ounce. I got the silver for, I think I locked it in at like 47, but then I had to pay for the mold, the stamp, some, a couple other things in there. And so when I averaged it all out, I basically did it at my cost. And so it was like, whatever it was like 52 or 55 an ounce. But with silver at 80, I mean, that's pretty good. You know, like every channel bar that I ever bought from somebody, I don't think I got in the money until this past year. And that's some stuff I bought like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, because they're so premium items.
Yeah, I think I only got one.
Nobody ever sells them for their cost. Everyone tries to make money on them.
I think this is the only silver.
I think FG's
Channel
probably the
bar
closest
off
to
of-
one that's selling at cost, and that's an awesome one they're paying.
FG sells at cost, sir? That's good if he does.
I think it's close
I mean,
to that cost.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, if you're a poor and you're trying to like do a side hustle business, I totally get not selling at cost. That makes no sense. But if you're just doing a one-time round to try and get your rounds out there into the community, I mean, I think me personally, I try and set the example, and I do it at cost. You know, and I just, you know, whatever it is, what it is, you know, and I think that's how we should do it. If you want people to spend $100, $200 on a freaking channel bar that's not like a real, you know, it's not like Sovereign silver. It's now been melted down and redone. I think you gotta give people, you gotta come in tight. I mean, back when silver was $20, it was no big deal, right? But you know, hey, you charge 40, who cares, right? Silver was $20, so you charge double. But nowadays, silver at 80, man, you can't be charging 120 an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't think that's one man's fishy opinion.
Yeah. If I was going to spend that much money, I would want a premium Sovereign ounce, something like the colored Libertads or something, maybe a backdate or a hull filler. Poured silver, that's why, I mean, like I say, I don't know if it's at FG does it at his cost, but he's extremely fair on either his dollar cost or his silver trade. So,
Yeah, FG always hooks it up, man. I'm so surprised because I have a couple people in the community, you know, like the dude that hooked up with the 2 ounce, you know, shark tooth. Yeah, man, they charge crazy premium.
Yeah.
So
I
FG
wanted
is
to
like
ask FG about
FG's so good.
pouring this shark tooth. I wanted me to email him pictures of it to see if this would go well for a sand mold, and then if he poured this and then, you know, polished it up. I mean, I'm sure you could probably 3D print a shark tooth, but I thought this would be cool to use a real one for the sand casting.
Yeah, I haven't bought anything from FG yet. I need to, but I haven't.
Man, yeah. If you ever, my advice is if there's anything that's close to you, like if you have a pet or just something that you like for me is the Ninja Turtles. I grew up on it, so it's something I really like.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I like that too. But for me, Mortal Kombat, the movies, and then playing the games with my brothers and cousins, like Mortal Kombat 3 on the Super Nintendo, and we had the manual that was like that thick with all the cheat codes for one button finishing moves and all that, like different worlds, how to jump through the maps. But yeah, go on. FG and his course.
Yeah, I have the third one. Sean Leslie was saying I only have a couple. Yeah, same here. I only have the 2, and I'm getting that third one or the second, the Leonardo. So I'll have the full. My ultimate goal is to have, all 4 of the Ninja Turtles and then Splinter, all done by FG. So just a little bit at a time. Try not to go too crazy.
and sweater too.
Do you have do you collect other turtle stuff? Like, do you have the TMNT issue #1?
No, not really. Like my wife got me this. Not that I use it because I'm a grown man, but I just thought that was cool.
Well, the freaking TMT first edition is like in a 9.8. That's like a friggin', I don't know what it is. I think it's like a $275,000 comic. So it's bigger than everyone's stack, or many of us, right? Some ballers out there, but that sucker's worth like close to 300 grand.
My favorite animal is a wolf.
Yeah, I like some, some of those things, just childhood things. Nothing too crazy. I'm
What,
not
like a
spending
werewolf?
I'm not spending thousands. I wouldn't spend thousands for anything except maybe, 50 pesos for sure.
Yeah, this is metal, huh?
About they got anything like a Frankenstein, a werewolf, vampire, Frankenstein, like a monster. Or the thing. A swan thing.
That's pretty cool silver there, Cleo.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. FG, man, I'm telling you, FG is just like he is a gentleman and a scholar, and just like Serpents was saying, he tends not to like overcharge like some places. He totally could, and to be honest, I was willing to pay it because you pay for stuff that you like, so I didn't mind paying for it at all. But no, he's such a G about it too. I'm like, man, so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you got people who pour, like, and that's what they do, that's different. But then, like, when someone just makes a channel bar, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's not the same thing. Like, because like when I made my channel bar, my last round of channel bars, I've done 3 rounds, and the last one I did, I locked in that silver at 49. By the time I went to pour, we went to pour and we went to sell them. Once we got everything done, silver was at 65.
Oof.
Right? I didn't use that. I didn't say, oh, silver's at 65. I'll give it to you at melt. No, I'm like, you get my cost, man. I bought it at 49. I added my other stuff, 52, 53, whatever it was. So everyone got their bars under melt.
Nice. That's awesome.
You know? But it's like, that's what I think we should do, because then more people, I think, would actually make channel bars. It's a little hassle, I mean, you're not going to make money. In the end, I gave away a few bars, so I lost a little bit of money. But, it's just about community. It's about getting the bars out there, and we all like to collect them. I have a pretty big collection of other people's bars.
Yep. Got my Panger bar right here with the popcorn privy.
I still need a Panger bar, but I'm in the process. We're working towards something with Pang.
Nice.
You ever made AK-47 gun bar? Got AK-47 on it.
No, I haven't tried that. Only the ARs.
You're not into that commie rifles?
No, well, I don't know. I just talked to somebody about this too. I was like, should I get an AK or should I get a Mark 47? And I'm always
you can
leaning
bury
towards
them in the
AR.
mud and pick them back up out of the mud and charge them up and still let them rip,
Yeah,
Good
but
ones
before COVID, the price of ammo was like half for the AK round. Now they're the
Yeah.
same as the AR, so I might as well.
It's just an inferior round. I just think it's an inferior round. I'll take a 308. There's plenty of AR-10 packages out there that smoke a AK, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would rather have a 300 blackout than an AK. To be honest, if I'm going for a
Yeah,
that
300
bumper.
blackout with an 8-inch barrel and a can would be nice.
Yeah, so when I pour my my stuff, I don't think I'm gonna do a lot. I'm just gonna do. I guess I'm gonna run a couple weekends, but I think I'm gonna go on. I was just talking to Gold Sniping Farmer if he has opening on the first or second week of April, and then I'm gonna go on his live, and I'm just gonna put out some stuff up there on his auctions.
That's a good idea. His auctions are pretty popular.
Yeah, his is pretty. He has like a sound effect for like everybody in the comments. It's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. All my new gold frac. These are all 1/1000th little gold tiny things.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yo, those are dope. I like them.
The quantity of it, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take
so-
those over goldbacks any day.
Oh yeah.
I bought gold Friday, so by Monday it should be tanked. You're welcome.
I think it already did. It went like right at 5K. We're at 52 for a little bit.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then Friday's
I
payday,
bought
so
it.
it'll go back up.
It was like 50-40 when I bought, and I'm like, man, it's going to be 4,800 on Monday. I know it.
So last topic of the evening, and then we'll wrap up with this topic. So I'm curious to know what each of you think about why metals hasn't gone up with all of the turmoil. And of course, you know, there's manipulation, whatever. But I'm super curious to know what people's thoughts are on that.
I'll go. I think it's like COVID. So when COVID happened, like silver lagged, metals lagged, you know, and so there's these big events that are going to equal metals pumping. But for whatever reason, because whether it be a safe haven where they're running, you know, like as much as everyone says the dollar's trash, man, the dollar is the world's safe haven asset. That is what everyone runs to. And so I think during times of turmoil and uncertainty, there's a natural braking system that kind of gets in place, but it can only last for so long. And then you get more price discovery action that happens. And then you see it reaching more normal levels where it should be. And I think that's what we kind of saw post COVID. And now with everything that's, and we even saw that with the Ukraine war, like we're like, what is going on? Why aren't metals pumping more? And then finally, eventually stuff kind of worked through the system and you saw it pumping. So I just think it's delayed. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, we're at some crazy high numbers in a year and a half from now. But if we kind of go sideways for a little while, I mean, we've had an incredible run. I keep seeing these videos like, why is metals down? And I just want to reach through the freaking screen and like backhand the person. I'm like, when did you start stacking, dude? 2 months ago? I mean, come on, metals ain't down. A year and a half ago, silver's $30. It's 80. You know what I mean? Like metals are not down. Metals are up. Gold was 2,000 a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It's 5K. And video after video is out there saying metals are down. I'm just like, you guys have no perspective whatsoever. You must have started yesterday, and you probably live in your mother's basement. That's my little rant on that.
Panger, what do you think?
I think honestly, I think metal's high. It's high. Well, because from when I just started stacking as well, so yeah, I just feel like every month I just been paying more and more. You know, besides this last little drop, but for the whole past year, every month I feel like I've been paying more and more for the same amount or getting less back of metals. I think it's high. I'm not sure where it'll go. I'm just here going with the flow, kind of.
What do you think, Serpents?
Okay, I just started stacking almost 11 months ago, and I really haven't been paying much attention to the markets at all. I mean, I'm starting to a little bit. The big buzz I've been hearing that I guess Fish put into my awareness is oil, and especially with the news around the Strait of Hormuz and the conflict in Iran, that I think that because of the quick spike in the price of oil has strengthened the petrodollar for now. And that's why they say the dollar's doing strong, as well as with metals being, as they say down, but because I agree with Fish entirely, they're absolutely still up from where they were even 3 months ago. Metals crashed to prices 2 weeks ago. And so I think with the price of oil and the kind of the stagnation in metals prices since the end of January, that's caused a slight strengthening of the petrodollar and the US dollar. But as the conflict, if it continues and the Strait of Hormuz becomes stabilized, but it moves further inland into Iran, oil prices might come down to maybe 80 to 85 a barrel. They'll still probably stay high because of the consumption, but then you'll see more movement into metals as oil starts to stabilize. I feel like right now oil's been the hot commodity, so maybe some of the speculators have moved in to ride that wave up, whereas like I say, silvers and gold have kind of been stagnant the last month and a half ish. we've had $100 swings in gold and $10 swings in silver, but it stayed between that $75 to $90 range and like 48 to 5,200 for the last like 6 to 8 weeks.
That's some pretty solid analysis there, sir. I like that.
Yeah, buddy. What about you, OC? Any thoughts?
I'm going to go up, down, up to 85, up to 90 to next week.
Yeah, I find that it's very interesting how the Dixie's up, and my understanding is that, they're going into bonds because it's supposedly outpacing inflation. So for now, they're figuring, they're going to make more money on bonds, because again the DXY is up, which I found incredibly interesting. But you're right, Fish. Just like in COVID, my assessment is that it's only going to be for so long, and then inflation, they're going to cut rates. Inflation's going to go back up, and then we're back off to the races where metals are going to go skyrocket. So
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
It'll be nice if we can get a little sideways action, like month over month over month, and get the swings kind of stabilized. Yeah, that'll help the local shops, to do better business, and then we can get back into that normal like routine of stacking, and maybe we're stacking at different levels, but that we're prepared for the next big leg up.
Yep. Sean Leslie says metals are not just manipulated by the US dollar, it's manipulated by world dollar. So many players with reasons to keep it low. Absolutely. All right, cool, man. Well, I need to cut it off because I got some life things I got to go take care of. But Puffa Fish, Silver Serpent, and OC Omega and Panger, 1,000 there. Everyone who stopped by, everyone in the chat, thank you for stopping by. Any last words, Fish?
I'm kind of breaking up here. I'm on the highway. I'm in a bad area, but thanks for having me on. I always appreciate talking with you guys. A lot of insights and just always a good time, man. Thanks for entertaining me.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by. I sent you that email. Looking forward to my swag pack. And Silver Serpents, any last words?
No, just everybody stay your course, whatever your plan is. If anything, hold steady. I don't know. And we all have our own plans, our own strategies. We all have our own life positions. Some people like Dub C are selling after collecting for decades, or I'm just starting and will be collecting for decades. So, take everyone's advice with a grain of salt, figure out what fits your plan and your needs, and just hold steady to that. Try not to hype into FOMO like I have a few times and leave yourself strapped financially. And just, every little bit counts, and, keep it steady.
Yep, absolutely. Panger.
All right, everybody have a good one.
Nice. OC, any last words, buddy?
Well, all you do, just keep on dashing. Don't matter the price. Just keep dashing gold, silver, and more little tad. And matter, always like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we will help each channel community out.
Love it. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay blessed. Take care. And catch y'all in the streams.
Thank you, Kalilo, for having me. Catch y'all later.
You got it, buddy. Take it easy, everyone.
Later.
Later, bros.
They are see ya.